My research proposal was done through Texas Tech University Student Housing. I wanted to see how to get student organizations to be more sustainable and how to get them to be more motivated about being sustainable and having sustainability initiatives on campus. You may ask what sustainability means. Sustainability is anything from recycling to turning off your lights to turning off the computer to what you use to build things and just making a better and healthier environment. The biggest thing though is recycling on campus. That's really where it all starts. As of 2015, University Student Housing at Texas Tech has recycled about 400 tons of recyclable materials. That means styrofoam, cardboard, plastic, metals, aluminum, tin, and other various recyclables. According to the research done by the American Journal of Health Education, students are motivated to recycle by their own beliefs in sustainability and their desire to recycle. Let's take a look at one of the leading programs in the Big 12, Kansas State. Kansas State decided to do a survey of their students on campus. 60% of their students said that they recycle on campus often or very often, while 60% said that if there were more bins, they would recycle more often. They also asked what they could do to improve their recycling on campus, and many of those answers were more bins, accessibility, and the other issue was making sure students knew about the options to recycle. Kansas State took these results in 2012 and they recycled about 12.73% more of recycling out of their waste. Texas Tech University Student Housing was built on learning from other programs and trial and error on what they found in the program works for them and what doesn't. So, what two research questions am I addressing? What would motivate students to utilize recycling at their events, and how does Texas Tech connect student organizations to recycling initiatives on campus? To conduct this research, I will use a survey to research the population of the Texas Tech main college campus. It will survey students from age range 18 to 25, including undergraduates, master's, and PhD students. I thought it was also important to make sure to include everybody for the fact that many students are involved in at least one organization, no matter whether they are an undergraduate, graduate, or PhD student. To survey at least 200 students from any classification. I did a convenient sampling for this survey because it would be easier to get students to participate and more convenient for recruiting methods. To recruit for this survey, I thought that I would get student organizations that are sustainable, such as Q Club and the SGA Sustainability Committee, to help me recruit students, whether that's standing in the free speech area recruiting students, going class to class, or in person at various locations to get students involved. The link will also be shared through our Office's Sustainability website and the Texas Tech Student Housing website. I chose to have student peers do most recruiting because students are more likely to take surveys by their peers and their students rather than by adults or by somebody they don't know. I also wanted to keep the environment pretty comfortable just because students aren't much into that formal research environment. They like to just quick and easy get it done. Also, about 200 students would be great. If we get more, then fantastic, the more data we get, but I want to reach a minimum of 200 students. The survey, as far as the format of it, will start with a consent form. It'll take about 5 minutes to complete, and I'll have an agreement to the survey. It will then take a second to make sure the person is a student, staff, faculty, and lead them in the right direction. It'll ask questions about what sustainability means to them, how they feel about being sustainable, what they do to be recycling on campus, and how important it is to them. It'll also ask a series of demographic questions such as their classification, major, and age. The data collection will be done through Qualtrics, as the survey will be online through a link through Qualtrics. The survey will be conducted for 3 weeks in the spring or the fall. We will analyze the results by separating the students into their demographics and comparing them to answers about how they feel about recycling, what they do to recycle on campus. Students will also be cross-analyzed to whether they live on campus or off campus and their feelings towards recycling. It'll also be compared with their college and their major to see if alike majors feel the same way or if the major has any correlation. There'll also be a confidence level measured for all the data. In the end, these results will be shared with the sustainability community on campus to make improvements on making Texas Tech a more sustainable community. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I hope this better informs your decision making.